Welcome to Your Story or History, a podcast from Londonderry YMCA. I'm Catherine, the project coordinator.
And I'm Hannah, the project archivist. For the past year, we've been on a mission funded by the National Lottery Heritage Fund to capture the voices that have shaped this organisation.
Today, we're joined by Rhianna Hegarty, the new centre-based worker at our Drummahoe Youth Club. Rhianna's journey started as a young person in Currynierin who was invited to join the YM and eventually trained as a leader. She talks about how the YMCA opened her eyes to youth work as a career, the joy of building trust with young people today, and why it never truly feels like work when you're part of such a warm community.
So, what is your name?
My name's Rhianna, and I'm the new centre-based worker here in Drummahoe.
Perfect. So tell me a wee bit about yourself now. So your age, occupation, your hobbies.
So I'm 21 and I'm a youth worker here, the leader in charge, centre-based worker. And I'm currently studying my community youth work degree in Ulster in Belfast, and I'm in my second year.
Perfect. Tell me how you got involved with the YMCA.
So it's a funny story. I actually was just found on the street and approached by my old youth worker, and it just kind of said, do you want to get into youth work? And I didn't know what it was, didn't really know anything about it because we had never had much where I'm from. And basically just he came up and said, do you want a job? And we were like, yeah, got the training and worked my way up from there, and now I'm the centre-based worker.
So what area are you originally from?
I am from the Currynierin area, which is one of the places our centre is in, and it's close to where I am now, but now I'm in the Drummahoe area, and I've worked between Currynierin, Tullyally and Drummahoe now.
Perfect. So describe a typical day now in your job.
So I would come in the morning, do my admin and prep for the session in the evening, and work together with the staff that was on in the evenings to plan a session, whether the young people have asked for something previously in the week, or there's something on in that week that we think we'll do that wee activity, or just plan and do all the projects and targets and stuff like that there to ensure that they're being met. And then I would come back in the evening all ready to go for a nice wee session with the young people.
Perfect. So what is the single most memorable moment or event you experienced while working at the YMCA, and can you describe the atmosphere and the feeling of the moment?
I would say probably one of the first week being the centre-based worker up here. I knew I always wanted, since starting youth work, to go somewhere in it and kind of work my way up, but I never thought of it as an actual career until I got my old job at E2T, and that was full-time, and then now where I'm at now, and just meeting the young people and seeing the excitement of somebody being there for them. And I did say to them, look, I'm not going to leave, I'm here now to stay, and asking them what they want, and it was kind of you could just see the excitement and having someone there. And that's what did it for me, and I've built them connections with the young people now, and they're just great.
Perfect. So what are some of the challenges you've experienced while working here, even from way back at the beginning to now?
Some of the challenges, well, back in the beginning, I was working 3 jobs at once, and the youth work was always the one that I stuck with. Whether it was in school or it was always there. Whether it was one evening a week, they suited it around me, and that was great. And then just, I don't know, it doesn't feel like work, and that's what I enjoy about it. So I didn't really feel much challenges. I think just the pressures of admin and stuff like that there, that would be the kind of thing. But I love being on the ground and working, so I enjoy my job. So not really many challenges, which I'm grateful for.
That's good. And then thinking back on your time, even from whenever you started, what was the most valuable skill, lesson or friendship you gained from the beginning to now? Or there might be a couple of things if you just want to speak to that.
I would say knowing that a young person cares, and they know that you're there for them. You can really, really tell. Especially with the kind of older young people, they feel that trust coming to you, and knowing that you've built that relationship and that trust up with them is just great. For them to come in and have a wee rant or just a wee chat if they need is great, to know that they can come to you and they feel comfortable to come to you. And I think just being happy in your job and kind of enjoying what you do, and having them young people that they have a bit of crack and they know you're there for them. That would be my main thing.
And then thinking back about the Londonderry YMCA as a whole, what do you believe is the most significant or positive contribution that it's had on the local community?
I would just say the atmosphere and like the joy that it brings to everybody, like the community events and stuff, and just the young people constantly coming back. It's voluntary, nobody needs to be here. The communities that come in the evenings, the groups and stuff, they don't need to be here, but they choose to be. And to see them keep coming back, it's just great. It shows it's a warm place and a safe space for people to come. And it really shows with the young people too that you work with, and for the likes of myself coming from a different community into this community and all the communities that we work in, they're just great. I just love it.
And then do you think that from these questions, is there anything else that you want to add, or?
No, just don't give up. Just keep trying and you'll get somewhere. That's me.
That's perfect.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Your Story, Our History.
Our living archive is still growing. If you have a story from the last 40 years at Drumahoe, we want to hear from you.
You can get in touch by messaging us on Facebook or Instagram at Londonderry YMCA Heritage, or emailing heritage.lderry@ymca-ireland.net.
This project is kindly funded by the National Lottery Heritage Fund. Be sure to follow our podcast so you don't miss our next story.
Because our history
is your story.